Welcome back to the Mod Addict. So it is Christmas Eve. Look at them bags under my eyes. I'm pretty exhausted, but I've been inside wrapping gifts, things like that, but I still have to get this video out today because I got a package in the mail and I'm super excited to get it installed. So if you have Holly, you know you have certain sensors you need. Oil pressure and fuel are very good indications that something is wrong with your engine. They're very vital sensors, in my opinion. You can't cheap out. There's a lot of sensors on eBay and Amazon for 10, 15 bucks, and some people have luck with them. I've been through 2 sets. I didn't learn my lesson the first time. What? Gotta say hi? Huh? You gotta say hey? I didn't learn my lesson the first 2 times, but I think I got it figured out now. Yeah, this is from LowDoller Motorsports, and if y'all know anything about it, those are the go-to sensors for the Holly systems. There's LowDoller and their new company Scarlett or whatever, but Scarlett's almost double the price of LowDoller, and they say that they're selling at their cost pretty much to me, and it was double. I got 2 sensors. So, like I said, I got one for the oil, one for the fuel. I've never had that before, and it's always been at a 0. My fuel has been on a mechanical gauge, so I do know what my fuel pressure is. But to check it, I got to get out and look. I don't know what my oil pressure is and never have. So it could be low. I don't know. But Load has a thing on their website for scaling these sensors, like what they should read at a certain amount of voltage. Couple of tuners, mine included. Mike, this hair is bugging me. Anyway, Mike, he goes by a different parameter, and it's slightly different. It's not a huge difference. I'm sure it'll work on LowDoller, but I'm going by what my tuner wants to go with. He says it's the Holly setting. So I'm going to install these and see if they work. Here are the sensors. They got this protective cover over them. This is the graph I was telling you about, so whichever model you get, it tells you at this many volts how many psi to read. I got the 100 psi. I figured that was safe enough for the fuel and the oil. I should never be in 130 to 150 pounds of fuel pressure. So we'll see how it goes. Get them installed. So the first one I'm going to do is right here. Now notice I've had my mechanical gauge here. The Marshall's is probably the best gauge I've ever found that'll work in this location. So I'm going to take this gauge out. Car hasn't been started in a while. It shouldn't be full of fuel. Wow, tongue twister there. And I can get the sensor in, get it plugged in. The wiring is right here already. I just kind of left it there because I knew I was going to be doing this. And yeah. Alright, and there it is. Plenty of harness to go to it. It's in. I'm going to turn the key and make sure I don't have a leak and see if I have a reading for fuel pressure now. Ignore the construction. It is primed. No leak. Let's go see if we see fuel pressure. Alright, so the key is turned back off, but it shows I have fuel pressure, 32 psi. Never had that before. So I'm going to turn this back. Turn it back on. Fuel pump is priming. 40 psi. And then, of course, it drops after that. And then when it's running, it'll be about 42 to somewhere around there. Sensor is literally just going to be right there. As you can tell, I have a pressure sensor plugged in there. It just does not work. It's one of the cheap ones. So let's get that out and get a new one in. Alright, got that one in down there, right there. So I'm going to start the car. If it'll start, it hadn't been started in a while. I might need a jump. But we'll see if we got oil pressure. My golly, we got oil pressure. Never had that before. Woo. Fuel pressure. Oil pressure. Oh yeah. Now I do need to adjust that. Well, I mean, it's going up to 42, but no leak. Nothing's leaking. Low Dollar Motorsports for the win, baby. There you have it. These sensors are working perfect. I am very happy to know what my oil pressure is now. And this was reading the same as the Marshall's gauge. For the record, this little Marshall's gauge is phenomenal, okay? If you're hunting for a cheap mechanical gauge, you don't need to go crazy. You don't need a friggin' $130 comp or whatever them things are called. I don't even remember the odometer. Thank you. Jeez, telling you. But this 100 psi fuel gauge for Marshalls, it has worked flawless. But now I don't have to get out and check what my fuel pressure is. It's already there, displayed on the next gen EFI digital dash, which I love. It's also can be displayed on that. And now I have fuel pressure that shows. So when I'm data logging, we can see if the fuel pressure drops or if it stays steady. That's going to give you a lot of indication on what needs to be done where. So yeah, I'm stoked. I really am. So for the price that I paid for all the cheap sensors, I've been through probably 4 different ones, and you're looking at $20 or $30 a piece. So even like $15 a piece at 4, that's $60. The low dollar sensors are $39 a piece. Might as well say 40. So I could have saved myself a lot of headache just by going low dollar. My phone glitched right there. Even if it's like a you know, one sensor at a time kind of deal, don't cheap out on stuff like that. Like, I've been there. Listen, I wanted nothing more than to buy some cheap Amazon sensors, throw them in, and they work perfect. And I can be like, told you. I think I'm talking too loud. They're shooting over there. Anyway, I was saying. No, on a serious note, though, in the long run, you don't save money that way. Like I said, I didn't learn after my second or third mistake, but I got it fixed now, and everything works, and it is great. And again, Mike Pine, cannot thank you enough. And $1 Motorsports, go check them out. And they have a huge range of sensors, and it's not just for oil and stuff. They can do like line pressure sensors, things like that. Basic transducers, but they have quality stuff. Like, their stuff is gone through. It's not just some Chinese stuff that they bought, put their label on it and throw it in a box and say, oh, it's good to go. No, they know their stuff works. They stand behind it. That's hard to find. So guys, speaking of things that work, let's talk about today's sponsor. If you're anything like me, you have kids, you're trying to maintain a you know, schedule and work on your car, and you find yourself lacking on energy quite a bit. Now, I've tried every energy drink I can think of. And there's a lot of them out there, you know, a lot of the big name brands. There's a few that are okay, but there's a few that they either make me crash, or I've even talked about on my channel plenty of times, they leave my kidneys killing me. I don't know what it is that's in them. So some people's made some suggestions. I've tried different things, but yeah, just at the end of the day, it just ain't it. So this company hit me up, and guys, I gotta tell you, I was skeptical. I'm not somebody just be like, yeah, because like I said, I've tried all of them. The 300 milligram energy drinks. I've tried 2 energy drinks a day. When this one says it has, I think it's 200 something. Let's see right here. It has 260 milligrams of caffeine. I'm thinking I easily do that and that nothing helps. But this is supposed to be the only clinically proven energy drink on the market. They have a award-winning patent that is pending. I'm talking about vitamin energy. Now, you can tell from this box, this was full when I got it. So I tried these out before I did a review. I'm not just going to say, hey, they work or they don't work. Guys, these things work. I'm clear. I don't have brain fog. It's a shot. So if I don't feel like chugging a 8 or 12 ounce drink, this is down in 5 seconds. The flavor is a little strong, but it's not terrible. Actually, the flavor is good. It's just a little bit sour. But it has gut health. So if I don't eat breakfast and I cram one of these, I don't get sick to my stomach. says it lasts up to 7 hours, and it keeps me going. It really does. And then it claims it accelerates metabolism. It does work fast, and yeah. So guys, I'm going to leave a link in the description. They have all sorts of flavors and packages. You can get combo packs that's got different flavors in one package. You can get all sorts of stuff. But guys, I'm telling you, this stuff works. I will be ordering some more. Link in the description, guys. So with that being said, that's going to conclude today's video, but there is one thing real quick I want to talk to y'all about, is I want to do a product showcase for these new products that are coming out. You've got small companies like Car Chains 3D, which I've featured on the channel multiple times, that are just making things for the Mustang community that are, you know, really changing the game. And I'm going to start featuring once a week one of these products in a product showcase. I'm trying to keep it budget friendly. There's people like Fiddlefart that has amazing stuff, but when you're talking $600 to $800 for hinges, that's going to be out of the realm of a lot of low budget people like me. Like I would never have that kind of stuff on my car unless it was sponsored, of course. But even then, I mean, it's at almost a third of the cost of the car right there. I mean, it's crazy. But seriously, there are a bunch of these companies that are making stuff that are really helping the community out, and I want to showcase these. I also thought about doing a channel showcase for these smaller channels. I'm a smaller channel. I don't even have 3,000 subs. So some of these smaller channels that I think deserve recognition, and you might not be sub to them, and you're sub to me, and maybe you can find them and sub to them and just help all these little channels grow. So thinking about doing a product showcase and a channel showcase once a week. Let me know what y'all think about that, and if y'all have ideas for small channels or products that you really like, let me know. So that concludes today's video. Low Dollar, Vitamin Energy, links in the description. I gotta go in and wrap more gifts and maybe do something about these bags under my eyes. I don't know. Whew, I look rough. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas, and we out.
Turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars, I won't turn around. I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars, I won't turn around. I won't turn around.